Hey Bulldog families, my name is Ryan Maeda. This is going to be our first board update for the 2023-24 school year. Hopefully you guys can look forward to these. Every month I'll jump on after our board meetings and give you guys a quick recap of the things that are going on with the board and the things that were covered with our board meetings. And so tonight, we actually had our board meeting last night. We're recording this on Thursday morning, so if you didn't catch our board meeting last night, this is some of the stuff that we covered. We got in, there was no community dialogue this week. We had our reports this month from technology, from the Booster Club and the USPTO. A lot of really great things going on there. Our technology, we're doing well. Over the summer, all of our Chromebooks and everything got updated. Crazy, couldn't believe it either, but we have well over 1,900 Chromebooks in this school to make sure that all of our students have access to the technology that they need. So really, really impressed with our technology group and making sure that we have all the IT and everything so that our students can learn and have access to as much as possible. So they're hats off to IT for being able to manage and maintain all those and do an amazing job and making sure that we have good technology that works for us. In addition to that, they've been working on a lot of upgrades. They're doing a lot of really cool things as far as getting projectors and connectability between our gyms and our food court areas and just different areas of our school so that when we have events, we can have overflow space and everything can be projected and sent other places as well. So that's some really cool technology that's come along. Our Booster Club, hats off to our Booster Club and our USPTO. These are two organizations that do amazing work for our school. They provide some just really cool extra funding, some very needed extra funding for our sports teams. For our USPTO, they do a lot for our teachers and in the classrooms. And so tens of thousands of dollars go into our school every year because of these two organizations. So if you're looking for somewhere to be involved, I would highly, highly recommend reaching out and trying to see if there's a spot in either the Booster Club or the USPTO. I know that they're always looking for volunteers, and I know that they would love your involvement. The Booster Club, they meet on the first Mondays of the month at 6 o'clock, and so if that fits into your schedule, I know that they would love to have you. In addition, they're doing some fundraising. If you need some new Bulldog gear, Garrettson's, we partner with them to supply some Bulldog gear for you as far as sweatshirts, shirts, hats, different things like that. So if you're ever looking for something, check out our website and go to the link for Garrettson's and make sure you get your order in. And that helps out our sports teams and our activities teams. So jump in and do that. They also have activity passes on sale, $50 for an adult pass. Will cover you to be able to get into sporting events and activities all year long. It's a great deal. So if you haven't looked into that, I would highly, highly recommend you looking into that. The USPTO this year's things that they have coming up, they have a lot of exciting things. Currently, I'm sure you guys have all seen, I know we have it at our house, but the Big Kahuna fundraiser is out and going right now. Make sure that your students are out there helping out with that fundraiser. Once again, this is a source of teacher grants and different things for our classrooms that we can get every year. And so the money goes to really, really good things to help our students learn and just be better equipped. So that goes through the 19th, so not too much longer, but just a few more days. They also have, they're going to be doing their trunk or treat again this year on October 27th. So here in the school parking lot, they're going to have a little trunk or treat for that. And then the kids always look forward to their holiday shopping that they offer for the elementary school the first week in December. So those are some things to look out for the USPTO. We have a lot of new faces around campus. So if there's somebody that you don't recognize, make sure that you introduce yourself to them. We have some new instructors. We have some new interventionalists. We've been doing an amazing job securing some long-term subs so that when our teachers need to be away, whether it be for sickness or vacation, that we are creating a nice pool of substitutes that can cover our classes. So that's huge. We're coming out of a time where most of the schools around here have been really, really struggling to get substitutes, and teachers have to end up covering each other's classes, and it's rough. And so the fact that we've been able to secure quite a few new substitutes has been really good. It'll be a game changer for us. So, like I said, there's a handful of new faces around. So if you see some new faces, make sure that you introduce yourself. Some discussion items that came up. We're relooking at our lottery policy. Currently, we're just looking at revising some things and seeing if there's some better ways that we could do that. So that's on there. We're proposing an amendment to our bylaws that would allow some of our community member board members to be able to vote in the elections. And then we also reviewed the school performance framework and update, which is really cool. I know that one of the things for our school is just to see that we have continued growth. And so looking at the school performance reports year after year, we did see a great improvement in all areas for over last year. So that just means that we're addressing it and targeting the right things, and our kids are doing well. Few other things that happened. Just you can always jump on and see the director's report or our superintendent's report. She outlined our strategic plan. So this is our planning year to put together our strategic plan. Several different interest groups or stakeholder groups have met so far, and now they're reaching out to some of our students. And so they're meeting with the advising groups throughout the high schools just to see what their concerns are, see what they think is going well, what areas that we can improve upon, and just getting some additional feedback from our students. The next stage would also be we're reaching out for parents. There's going to be ways that you can be involved in person for meetings as well as digitally filling out things. Just once again, sharing your opinion, your thoughts about what we're doing well, what we can improve upon so that we can continue to grow as a community. Homecoming events are coming up next week, so look out for those. Hope everybody can join us at next week's football game, where, we're hoping for a great turnout and a good time. Homecoming is always a fun time to come back and visit and just see what's going on, so hope to see you at some of the homecoming events next week. I know that there's been some interest in our band room. The band room is getting there. We're continuing to get our improvements made. The band is currently in the auditorium and things are going well there. It's a temporary location for them to continue to practice in, and so that's going well. In the meantime, we are working on the sound mitigation for the band room as it is. We have created the sound barriers that we needed to. We have spray foam coming in to help mitigate some of the sound issues. And then we'll be waiting on some additional acoustic panels and different things like that as we continue to make that a room that we can be proud of and that our band can function out of well. We had our middle school principal, Mr. Schuyler, as our principal that reported this month. We welcome Michael Aragon as our new assistant principal down in the middle school. Brings a lot of knowledge and some great experiences to our team down there. We're really excited to have him on board, and so just a shout out to Mr. Aragon for joining our team, and especially if you're down in the middle schools, drop in and say hello, introduce yourself. Middle school has cross-country, football, and volleyball all going on right now, and so they are in full swing with their sports, and they're just doing a phenomenal job. They're doing well. They also, down in the middle school, they brought in 2 new interventionalists to help our students who are struggling in some different areas, English, math, different things like that. And so if your student is struggling at all, make sure that you're reaching out to your principals or your teachers and seeing what services we have available and extra resources to make sure that they're not falling behind and that we can get them where they need to be. The middle school is also taking on a huge service project as a school. They found a charity that is providing ornaments actually for families who have lost all their Christmas decorations and ornaments in some of the recent fires and floods and natural disasters that have occurred around our country. And so they have a goal of 450 ornaments that they're going to make throughout the middle school here in the next month or so that they'll donate to that charity that they can distribute. So just a cool service project that one of our entire schools is taking on. So great to see those things. And another thing that Mr. Schuyler highlighted that I was really excited about is he has a focus on tardies. Really wanting to make sure that our students are in their seats, ready for class, so that we can have as much learning opportunity and as little disruption to our classes as possible. Through some of their efforts, they're down up to over the report of his last 14 days, he had 99.5% of the students were in their classrooms at the time of the bell. So very, very few tardies. They're doing great things, and yeah, and just shout out to Mr. Schuyler for doing such a great job down there. Other than that, that was kind of the wrap up of our meeting. We have a couple of different things coming up. The board is going to have a work session at the beginning of October. I believe it's going to be October 6th for just a work session to work on our goals and our objectives for the year, and have a few discussions around some policies that we want to look at. And then our next regular scheduled board meeting will be the week after that on October 11th. So that's what's going on with the board. If you ever have any questions or concerns, always feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to hear from you, and our meetings are always open to the public. So hope to see your face sometime this year. Take care.